The state of New York is now reporting more than 1,700 previously undisclosed deaths at nursing homes and adult care facilities as the state faces continual scrutiny over how it protected vulnerable residents during the coronavirus pandemic. Turns out, and this is something that is so galling, the state of New York mandated that elderly patients who became infected with coronavirus had to be accepted by nursing homes. The nursing homes were scrambling, not quite prepared, and now, of course, we're seeing that a huge percentage of deaths to coronavirus have been elderly people, seniors in nursing homes. And now comes this little nugget, this little bombshell. New York is now, they undercounted by 1,700 lives, people who passed away at nursing homes and adult care facilities. Wow. The president is going to Arizona to tour a facility making masks. The president, of course, has been, I believe, waging a battle against the coronavirus, the economic shutdown, a hostile media, the Democrats who want to take him down on November the 3rd. Been a one-man show. And this is a guy who does not back down, and this is a president who will not stop fighting and lets the chips fall where they may. There's new models coming out today that are going to scare everybody, and you get ready. I mean, this show is often the precursor of what you're going to hear everywhere later in the day or at night. The models are coming out. The death count is going to more than double as states are opening too soon, because that's going to be the rallying cry from those who don't want states to open. The president addressed it moments ago as he left for his trip to Arizona. This is video and audio courtesy of Fox News Channel in Grabian.
That's a report with no mitigation. So based on no mitigation, but we're doing a lot of mitigation. And frankly, when the people report back, they're going to be social distancing and they're going to be washing their hands and they're going to be doing the things that you're supposed to do. But that report is a no mitigation report, and we are mitigating.
So the president making the argument that these numbers are with zero mitigation and millions of people are mitigating. Again, a lot of questions, not a lot of answers. Many questions. One answer we have is that we are back again with you here in the ReliefFactor.com studios. And it's kind of a banner day for us because we are back in our home studios. We're back at the radio station. We're back in a broadcasting facility. So if you've listened to us over the last, whatever it's been, 7-8 weeks, and you noticed it was a little tinny and it was a little, you could hear that I was at home. I'm at home no longer. I'm in the office as our company is starting to crack the door open, being very careful, following all kinds of mitigation guidelines. Some of my colleagues have never been home. I talk every morning to my buddy Mark Davis in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and, you know, the truth of the matter is most radio stations around the country are operating at a bare bones staff capacity anyway, so you don't come in contact with a whole lot of people. Mark has never been home. In my case, we set up equipment in the kitchen, and we were broadcasting from home from almost the very beginning of when this thing all started. Now, back in our studios, and it really does feel great. It's a great feeling to commute to work, to get in the car like life used to be, drive into work. Of course, here in the Tampa Bay area, there is virtually no traffic. Which is a rarity on the old good old Howard Franklin Bridge. No traffic. I zipped right in. Traffic is starting to pick up a little bit, I think, in places like Florida and other parts around the country. The car wash finally opened up. The nice fancy dancy car wash that I have a membership to, where I got a little sticker and you drive through. But no drying. Nobody there to dry it off, which is fine. I dried. I got out. I drove it through. There was one guy to direct the car. But to see those kinds of returns to normalcy is a very, very big deal. I took a magazine, went over to a restaurant. Um, great little site with a garden patio in the back. Music was playing, and all of the waitresses, they were all just, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in and supporting us. And that's sort of where we are right now is carefully and cautiously tiptoeing in to a return to letting people live their lives again and get an income. And yet, there is a huge political component to this, and I don't want to make too big a deal out of this, but I think you got to be major on this. You have to be paying attention to what the agenda is of the other side. As an example, Joe Biden is presumably the Democrat nominee for president in a few months. November the 3rd, the election is just around the corner. Biden yesterday released a statement that very much resembled the transformative nature of Obama's message all those years ago. Here's what Biden said yesterday about coronavirus and changing America.
If we do this right, we have an incredible opportunity to not just dig out of this crisis, but to fundamentally transform the country.
Wonder what that means to a Joe Biden. You want to try to interpret it? What does fundamentally transforming the country mean if we do it right? We're in the ReliefFactor.com studios. Like I said, back to work in the offices, slowly trying to open this country up. Every state looking at it a lot, but a little bit differently. But we want to welcome you in. 1-800-655-MIKE. That's our toll-free number. Feel free to join us. I'd love your voice on this. 800-655-6453. Press 1 to come on air with us. Press 2 if you'd like to leave a voicemail message. Of course, the MyPillow text line is always open to you to leave a text message for your comments. 1-800-655-6453. And, of course, portions of our show are brought to you by Prison Fellowship. We are in the middle of our May campaign to send care packages of love to the children these right here in the U.S. of A., American children who are the children of prisoners, people who are incarcerated, kids who are having a very tough time right now. We're all going through a difficult time together. But boy, does it feel good to be able to give a gift of a goodie basket, $150 worth of groceries, a football or a basketball or a soccer ball, an age-appropriate Bible, a great goodie basket that you can sponsor through Prison Fellowship. Please give. Go to MikeOnline.com and click on the Prison Fellowship banner at the top of the page. We need your help. Last year, you came through in a huge way. Need you again this year. I know we're struggling, and I know we're going through a tough time. I'm telling you, it is a blessing to be able to give, even in a difficult time like this. Please go to MikeOnline.com.